Sick of those triple-digit pings? Tired of frozen, lagged-out players ruining a good game?
Are you ready for a war?
TVsN Central can provide the solutions you need for your server-side latency problems. With high-speed servers that are fit for just about any gamer mod out there, you'll have no problem getting your clan hosted. Art of War spans coast to coast with servers from Atlanta to San Jose, allowing you to select a close and convenient location. So make sure you visit www.artofwarcentral.com to get your team hosted today.
You're listening to the station for gamers by gamers. The Team Sportscast Network is live and ready to serve you for your choice in the esports revolution. TVsN.
Good evening, it's Wednesday. You know what that means, folks. Cal 8 vs 8 match of the week action. Tonight we've got Carbon 5 versus United Assault. Joining me on the microphone is a special guest, Stadler. He's going to be doing a little post-game interview. And also the recurring guest, P-Duck. P-Duck, do you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone.
And Stadler, you got anything to say before, like any quick shout-outs before we go into the real grit, the questions?
Oh, just thanks for inviting me.
It's our pleasure, dude. This should make for a good match. Both relatively unknown entities in the Battlefield community, but records speak for themselves. What's your current record right now in the 8 versus 8? I know it's a positive record. It's not in the negatives. What's your win to loss?
Right now we have, I believe it's 4-1 right now. Our first loss was against Team Enigma last week on Gulf of Oman.
Oh well, you pick one up. As long as you learn from it, that's the important thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything to say about United Assault and what you're hoping for from tonight's match? Obviously, Manchester City is the map. What do you think about the map? Most importantly, that's the most important thing that everybody's wants to know about. Everybody is talking about, is there an imbalance between MEC and USMC? What do you think about that?
Well, basically what we've seen throughout all the scrimmages that we've done throughout the last week is it seems that the USMC definitely has somewhat of an advantage on the map since they can get to most of the flags pretty quick, like the mosque and all that, since it's directly north of them, and same with the city base to the south. And for United Assault, since they have the same record as us, we're expecting to see some good competition tonight.
That's what we're hoping for. Me and P-Duck cast TFS last night, absolutely destroying the Super Bass friends. Hoping to see a more even match than that. P-Duck, got any quick questions?
What type of preparations have you been making other than scrims? Have you been doing a lot of inter-clan stuff, and what do you expect out of UA as far as competition goes?
Well, basically every night we scrim our best on, if many of you know, probably our RSE channel, Find Scrim BF2, we idle in there and pick up scrims, and off time we do a lot of inter-clan training with weapons and that kind of stuff. We haven't really seen UA too active in Find Scrim channel, so we're not really sure what to expect tonight as far as competition goes. Of course the record is good, but we're not really quite certain at this moment.
Okay, the important question. Prediction, dude. Are you going to go for the quick 1 in 2, or do you want to take it in 3? How do you think it's going to pan out tonight?
I'm going to have to take 2-0 for this one. Maybe a bit ego, but...
Well, we'll soon find out. I believe we're coming right up on match time, so you can run along if you like. And then you got guys to get ready in the search.
Do that. Yeah, it looks like we got UA already piling in our server right now, so thanks again, TSN, for pulling me aside for this interview. Much appreciated.
Not a problem. Our pleasure, dude. Anyway, back to the cast and everything that's going to be going on. You are listening to the Cal 8 vs 8 match of the week. Carbon 5 versus United Assault. Manchester City 8 vs 8 is the map. Gonna see if we can get free cam enabled. Not having any luck with free cam right now. Do you want to talk about the map, P-Duck, and what you think we're going to see on the opening rush?
From these two teams, I'm going to expect not what we saw last night from TFS, which was a pretty original strat in my opinion. We're going to see a pretty standard rush for the point on their side of the bridge. Unfortunately, I just don't see these two teams being too inventive with their strategies. And I think we're just going to see a stalemate, unlike last night where it was just a cap out on one side and just a total annihilation on the other. I think we're going to see a pretty good stalemate, and it's going to go kill for kill for these two teams.
I gotta get a quick shout out into Team Conflict just because they're saying in Pound TSN that we don't do shout outs. Yes, we do. And Waffle Box doesn't get one because he didn't think we did, so screw him.
That's the host Dusty, who hasn't been around much lately, but our avid listeners know who he is. Gotta get the burn in there on how much you've been around, dude.
Oh, I'm around, I'm just not on the mic.
That's true, he has been doing a lot of hosting. So, hats off to Dusty. He's picking up where Nat left off. Talking about the map real quick, you got 4 points, obviously. All of them are capturable. Starting off with the two mains, you got Hotel, which is the MEC main base. You got South Block, which is the US Marine Corps main base. The road construction and North Bridge, important flags, but would you say that the key to this map, P-Duck, is holding your main base to make sure that you got the equipment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't really back up infantry. Infantry is the core of this map, but the Achilles heel, or the Achilles tendon, is the armor. And if you can't back it up with good armor, if you can't keep your main base, then you're ultimately doomed because your infantry just won't be able to handle theirs.
Yep. That's pretty much what we saw last night when TFS stole all the SBF equipment over at South Block, and it was on the MEC. They stole the LAV-25, the M1A2 Abrams. What else did they steal? Humvee, and they also brought Thea up in the T90. An impressive sight. All those pieces of armor converging on one spot with one infantry cap and the flag, and those pieces of armor kept that one infantry alive long enough to make the flag cap. So yeah, mutual support from the armor and the infantry. That's going to be the key to winning the map. There's no helicopters. There's no real air support. You do have the commander's artillery, but how effective is that in 8 versus 8? Only 4 points, mind. So you might see that come into play a bit more than usual. Still not got free cam. Gotta love getting responses from teams. Ah, beautiful. There we go. Just to say that. Free cam enabled. Haha. So hopefully we'll get a restart pretty soon and we'll be live. Do you want to make a quick prediction, P-Duck?
I'm gonna go with Carbon 5 in 3 on this one. UA and Carbon 5, pretty evenly ranked teams from what I've seen. Should be fun. We've played them both. We've scrimmed Carbon 5 in the lead up to our match against UA. You know, good groups of guys. Should be fun to watch.
Hoping so. This is match of the week, of course. So we want the highest standard of gameplay, and to see a 3-round, you know, all-out balls to the wall brawl, that would be awesome. Because we didn't get that last night with TFS. Not knocking TFS. You can't knock TFS for what we did last night. But we could have at least rolled over on 1 round to make it a bit longer. Looks like we are getting a restart, but it is for tickets, so maybe a quick commercial signed up, pay the bills, so to speak. Dusty?
You bet. You're listening to Cal 8 vs 8 on the Team Sportscast Network with the who, P-Duck, and Dirty Harry. Back in a flash.
TSN, the Team Sportscast Network.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 1, go.
Yep, here we are again. It is the Bridger and that's your cue to say your name. Oh, he's muted.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 2, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? That's my boss. Sorry.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 54, go.
I am Arkvile, I am Sabo, I am Bridger, and Harlock is here with me.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 105, go.
Welcome back to the Bridger and Harlock Show. Harlock, how you doing, my friend?
Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta ask a question. When we made this show originally, who named it? I get an idea. How would we just name it like Bridger's Clicky Keys on the
No, hey, okay, now you're just gone too far, you know, okay? This is not about any kind of technical difficulty. Okay, I just got a moo in there. Now I'm mad.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 342, go.
Harlock?
Yeah, hold on a minute. Hey, honey, those damn kids are in my yard again. Get my gun.
Oh, we'll be back after this quick commercial break.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 1,248, go.
Like cow. So you have invite. Right below invite is main. Right below main is Polly Shore. And then below Polly Shore is open. Because we all know that Polly Shore is cooler than anybody who plays in open.
Ugh.
ton of these guys get into TSN. The Bridger and Harlock Show, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on the Team Sportscast Network.
Today on Art of War, we'll learn how to liven up a living room using marine gifts. Then with some extra shell casings, we can turn this mangled army helmet into a beautiful Thanksgiving centerpiece.
What the? No, not that Art of War. This Art of War. Fast game hosting, reliable servers, dependable customer service, and your own stomping grounds to frag. You want it? And Art of War Central can provide it. Call 1-866-LOW-PING or visit their website, www.artofwarcentral.com. Art of War, they click ass. It appears to me that you're listening to TSN.
My advice to you is to start drinking heavily.
The Team Sportscast Network.
Good evening. Cal 8 versus 8, Carbon 5 versus United Assault. You're listening to Dirty Harry and P-Duck with Dusty hosting. Still waiting for guys to ready up, but gives us more of a chance to talk about the recent goings on. P-Duck, anything you want to talk about that's just gone on recently with the Battlefield community?
Oh, I don't think we can really cast a UA match without mentioning UA's forum antics. I don't want to go into details, but they've definitely made a name for themselves on the Cal forums.
Oh yeah, they're picking up where DS left off.
Definitely not making a good name per se, but they have a reputation now.
It doesn't matter when it comes to game time. All that matters is the win or the loss, dude. We don't care about any of that kind of stuff over at TSN. In fact, it makes for more of an entertaining game when it's a grudge match. I don't think this is a grudge match, but I do believe that United Assault will have many grudge matches upcoming. Just to say the least, anyway.
Last week they did have a grudge match. It was Phase 2 versus UA, and didn't come out pretty for UA.
I heard at length. But we're not here to talk about Week 5. We're talking about Week 6 right now, which is Manchester City. Obviously the 8 versus 8, as this is the 8 versus 8 match of the week. You're going to be looking at the equipment that they're going to be getting. You're talking about one T90 on each side, or M1A2, one APC, be it BTR 90 or LAV 25, and various other Humvees, Vodniks, that sort of thing, TOM missile sites. Infantry based, as P-Duck said, but without the armour, you're not going to get very far, are you, P-Duck?
No, definitely the armor is the Achilles tendon in this map. It's very similar to many other 8v8 maps in that you do need to have the full package up and operational before you can really begin to take control of the map. You need to have your armor supporting your infantry, and you need to have your infantry supporting your armor. There's no other way to do it.
Yeah, you can't roll them across the bridge on their own without the infantry, though, to take care of the guys X-packing or landmining. You can't take them around to North Bridge without, anti-tank support, because they're going to bump into the BTR 90 and T90 combo that probably is going to use North Bridge to get to the Mosque flag, or North Bridge flag, whichever you want to call it. To get to that flag, they're going to use the North Bridge, and if the M1A2 rolls around the back side of the mosque, they're going to meet up. Well, the M1A1 is definitely going to meet up with. Looks like I have frozen. Weak. Okay, no, I've not. There we go. I'm back. Get back to my point before Battlefield almost kicked me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about meeting the M1A2 duel and the T90 duel on North Bridge. You're probably going to see that early doors if the USMC can cap the South flag, the road construction flag. If they can hold that bridge and keep the armour away, he is going to push around to the mosque. That's what we saw last night with TFS Fear engaging, I believe it was Nutop over at Hotel. P-Duck, do you want to comment on the tank dueling we saw last night?
Last night we saw Fear really coming into his prime, demonstrated a lot of his talent. He's come under fire in the community for perhaps pubbing a little bit too much, but I think last night he demonstrated the benefits of all of his playtime. Really demonstrated that he is a top-tier tanker. Did a good job last night.
Definitely played a conservative game. Only picked his shots when he knew that the tank was either under artillery fire or he'd already been damaged by, say, an Eric shot. That was what Un4 was there for, and he gave that infantry support that Fear needed. Without Un4, I don't think Nutop would have been killed, because Fear's smart enough to only engage when he's got the advantage, which is what you really want to do, especially in an 8 versus 8 game where your tank is all the difference. 12 versus 12 12 versus 12, I should say. Your tank goes down in that. You still got your air assets up. You still got your helicopters. If it's something like Gulf of Oman, you've got the Su-34 up. That can take care of any armor that's on the map if it need be. Whereas on this, how are you going to take out a BTI-90? You're going to need at least 3 guys, all with anti-tank. Nobody spawns 3 guys anti-tank. So tank is probably going to be key. That's going to be the focal point of TVsN, I'm guessing. Still waiting for them to ready up. I think we can do a quick Insomnia 365 roster rundown. All the games, all the same prices. Insomnia365.com. I'll be spectating from the United Assault side, starting with UA. We've got Bloodshot, we've got Major Woody, we've got Anxiety, Gotcha, Shots, Wookie 1, Eager, and Viper. On the C5 side, we've got Shaft, Deafy. Who would that be? That would be Robespierre, Umi. Good God, we're just going to call him Umi. Yeah, Umi, Stadler, Valenci, Black Ops, and Audio Straw. So that's your Insomnia 365 roster.
No, I think we just lost Jay there. What do you think? You still here with me, Peter?
No, I'm back.
Okay,
I'm here.
All of a sudden, you had nothing but dead air there. I had no idea where you went. Carry on.
Yeah, Battlefield decided that would be the optimum time to alt-tab out, which was most excellent, you know, skipping through the scoreboard and holding down my push-to-talk, so first order of business after I get out of the game is to change the push-to-talk, I think. Make it something that doesn't alt-tab me out.
I changed my scoreboard. I put it on one of my mouse buttons, and that solved that problem for me.
Yeah, no, dude, your setup freaked me out when I was in Canada. I was trying to cast with it, and I was like, what does this do? What does that do?
Slabs of bacon on the keyboard didn't help much either, did it?
Looks like almost ready. Just waiting for a restart. We've got 8 players on one side, and we've got 10 on the other. Obviously, that means 7 C5 players, as only P-Duck is on the MEC side right now from TSN, and myself and Dusty are on the USMC side. So waiting for one more Carbon 5 guy. Hopefully, he'll be in anytime soon. P-Duck, do you want to talk about the flow of the map and how you think the bases are going to fall, in which order, and that sort of thing?
I think on this side, C5 is going to do an immediate roll onto Mosque. You know, it's a pretty conservative strategy. It's pretty typical for a lot of teams. That's where we're going to see the first big confrontation, as it's also an easy flag for the USMC team to get. So we're going to see the first confrontation there, and I'm also going to expect C5 to push around on the road construction point. Not expecting UA to go for that on start. I'd expect for them to go for the Mosque with a full attack on the start, just from history with the team. We're going to see a standoff from there. I'd expect UA to get the Mosque, and C5 to be relegated to the east side of the river, and UA on the west side, and we're going to see a good old-fashioned west side, east side shootout.
That's what I'm hoping for, dude. Obviously, the Mosque has got the higher ground over the roadblock, well, over the road construction site anyway. So you can put down some good fire with the AK or M16. Especially if you're a medic, you can stay up there for, believe me, I've done it in many matches. There's a certain spot that I'll pick that I'll not give away. Dusty won't know it because he's not seen me play in a good long while. But I have a neat little spot that I can use. It's not a hack or anything, but you can sit there and pick up like 10 or 15 kills if you know what you're doing. Just by chucking your packs out, healing yourself up, making sure that you stay alive and you keep them at bay, which can be done by 1 or 2 infantry on an 8 versus 8. Obviously, Mosque is probably going to be the key flag, because with Mosque you get the North Bridge, which leads straight to Hotel. If you can make an attack from Mosque, which is that's North Bridge base, otherwise known as, and you can head on over to Hotel, take that main base, that's going to cripple your enemy. Right there and then, that's the killer blow. That's what we saw TFS do last night, isn't it, Duck?
Yeah, TFS took a quick hold on Mosque and used that to their advantage, doing some conservative firing down onto the road construction point.
Just made sure that they kept the bridge, and it was destroyed at one point, but they called forward, I believe it was with the wrench. He put in a real MVP. That's why I gave... Actually, did I give my MVP award to Unthor? No, I don't think I did. I gave it to Paint, that's right. That's right, because he got the triple hat trick, dude. That was awesome. But, yeah. when they took the North Bridge and they repaired it, they went straight over to Hotel, took their armour across, capped it out. That pushed SBF straight off the map. Game over right there. Still waiting. Looks like we got one guy who's just connected back up to vent. He's probably loading on a 486 right now. No, he's in apparently, so hopefully restart any second now. We can get to actually calling the action that's going to unfold. Not seeing too much going on right now apart from the TKs. Seen a tank roll straight into the Humvee. Tell you who's going to win that every time. Sort of nice little T90 battle. Trying to get a fix on who's going to be the tank, because it looks like who's got in that tank. That would be Shots for UA, so he may be the tanker. You seen anybody in the C5 tank?
No, they've just been doing the normal run around to shoot each other with machine guns routine. Haven't really seen anybody hop in a tank. Everyone's just kind of frantically running around trying to C4 shots in his M1, and Black Ops gets the big C4 there. I guess back to TKing now, and Stadler disconnects again, so this might be a few more minutes.
Ooh, okay, well, let's pay some more bills on, I suppose. You're listening to Dirty Harry and P-Duck, www.tsncentral.com. If you're only listening to the audio part of the cast, use the Play Center, click on the watch link for Stream 1. That will bring up the TVsN. On that note, take it away, Dusty.
The following is a paid public service announcement from the Parents Against Elite Hackers.
Billy and I used to play. Yeah, we used to play a lot. Because Billy was my friend. And one day, Billy and I were playing. Billy was shot through a wall.
Please, don't let lead hackers affect your life. If you know or are someone that needs help, please do the right thing.
TSN, comprehensive online radio for all your gaming needs. You're listening to TSN. More shoutcasts than a barrel of monkeys.
Who the f*** is writing these?
Ooh, little friendly fire action there with Sunman jumping off somewhere killing himself. Oh man, I wish I could have saw that. Give it me an LOL.
What the hell is that? Oh my goodness. I'm enjoying this. And hello, listening audience. I love that term.
We are the Team Sportscast Network. You're listening to TSN, the Team Sportscast Network. God, that was sexy. www.tsncentral.com.
Okay, you're back. Cal 8 versus 8, Carbon 5 Assault. We have got opening moves underway right now. It looks like, oh my god, Audio Strawburst, big C4 kill taken out, Viper and Wookie 1. He is no more, but using the Jihad Vodnik there to take out the LAV-25. Not stopping the UA cap over at Roadblock though. It looks like Shots and also that'll be Major Woody there capping that flag out, making sure that the flag is capped. Viper pushing out now. We've also got, who else we got in the area? That'll be Wookie 1. Peter, what are you seeing right now over at the North Bridge flag?
Mosque right now, you have 3 C5 in the flag. They take out Bloodshot and the M1A2. C5 coming in, losing the initial rush, but spawning a lot of people in there at the Mosque flag. Do a real good job of using the infantry facilities BF2, spawning in enough players to take the flag, take down the M1A2, and establishing defense right now, doing a real good job of just taking the point and getting set up quickly.
Looks like pretty much what you predicted from the opening. We got a stalemate developing. We got a USMC sitting on South Block and also the road construction site. We got the MEC sat on North Bridge or Mosque, depending on which name you prefer, and Hotel. So 2 versus 2 right now. One team needs to step up and cap a flag. It looks like we got the T90 of, try and get a name on him. That would be That'll be Shots, or no, Shaft by the looks of it, on the C5 team. He's pushing around the backside of the Moss now. Looks like he's managed to drop the M1A2 there of Bloodshot, very nicely done. Taking him out, T90 kill right there. Looks like artillery outgoing now. We've got UA, that will be Anxiety, and also the LAV-25 of Gotcha. He's taken out by Valanci there, killed. That will be an Eric's kill, I do believe. Indeed it was. Looks like we've got incoming artillery now. This will be C5 artillery. Sorry, not C5 artillery at all. It's U5 artillery. Taking out C5 Valanci and Audio Straw right there over at Northbridge. P-Duck, what are you seeing?
Right now I'm seeing C5 stacking Mosque Point, setting their T90 up with the repair kit. UA with a nice attempt on the flag, but just didn't work out. Now C5 Black Ops dropping artillery on Roadblock. Getting a few kills down there, but nothing major coming out of it. Don't see any major rushes forming right now on the C5 team. What do you see over there?
Just seeing the M1A2 and the LAV-25 now pushing out. They're coming from the south block, heading over to the north bridge flag. Looks like Gotcha is on fire. He's going to explode any second. There he goes. Shaft there, T90 killing Gotcha, taking him out. Looks like the M1A2 is going to think twice about running around that corner. He knows the T90's up there. Don't think he can get a fix on his position right now. By the looks of it, Shaft does have good commander support. He's got his supply drop right behind him. He's going to engage this M1A2 right now. He's pushing down the south bridge flag over to Road Construction. Did he get away unscathed? I believe he did. It looks like he is also a squad leader, spawning a guy into the 50 cal position on top. We've got Major Woody moving up now. He gets into flag cap radius. One infantry there. He's got the Eric's kit out. He hits the tank with one shot. T90 of Shaft rolling forward now, taking out Bloodshot and also 3D Anxiety. Very nicely done. Looks like U5 have secured the roadblock. P-Duck, over to you.
Right now, a real weak push by UA up onto Mosque Point. C5 taking care of that real fast with a nice combination of anti-tank and assault. C5 just trying to reapply their defenses here. A few of their players were taken down in the last push by UA, so they're just trying to set up. UA doing a real good job of defending South Block. Nothing real big happening right now that I can see.
25, well, just over 25 minutes, close to 26 minutes is rounded up actually, left on the clock. 71 tickets to UA, 84 tickets to Carbon 5, so Carbon 5 opening up a 13 ticket lead right now. Looks like we've got incoming artillery now all over South Block. Is he going to pick up any kills? Not by the looks of it. Pretty much ineffectual right there. I always just say that looks like C5 Black Ops picking up a kill there on Eager, taking him out in the Humvee. Very nicely done. We've got Shots pushing forward. Not seeing too much. It looks like guys posturing for position, sitting back, trying to set up good lines of fire. Just going to play us out attritional by the looks of it. P-Duck?
I don't think there's going to be an attrition match right now. C5 trying to put together a push on the South Block. They have a nice minimal defense up on Mosque. As I said, they're spawning a few more players with AT. But just doing a nice minimal defense, trying to keep it strong up at Mosque. Doing a real good job keeping Bloodshot inactive in the M1A2. Keeping him out of the game is real important. Using C5 Shaft and his T90 to probably the best effect that they can. Bloodshot being pushed down to defend South Block Point from C5 Robespierre, pushing down the BTR.
Taking a lot of Eric's fire on the way right there. He's down to probably about a quarter health right now. He's going to go looking for the BTR 90. He has spotted him at the top of the hill going towards Hotel. He gets a tow missile off though, very nicely done. That would be Robespierre with the BTR 90 kill on Bloodshot, taking out that M1A2 just to emphasise the point he was making about keeping the armour down pretty much all game. That's what they've been doing so far. Bloodshot has been rendered ineffective, leaving the T90 of, I believe that would be Shaft, to roam free over at the Mosque, securing it, making sure that the flag is not capped by UA right now. Very nicely done, Strat. Tickets as they stand, 60 to UA, 77 to Carbon 5 right now. So Carbon 5 ticket differential is getting larger. P-Duck?
Yeah, Carbon 5 did a real smart move right there. They dragged the M1A2 across the southwest side of the map, or southwest side of the map, to try and draw as much Eric's fire as long as they could until a solid engagement between the M1A2 and the BTR. I think that was real smart by Carbon 5. Real good heads-up playing. Worked effectively. Took out Bloodshot real quick there.
Looks like we've got a nice tank battle going on right now between Bloodshot and also Shaft. Shaft in his position behind Mosque. He spotted Bloodshot. Looks like they are engaged in... Oh my god, 2 hits right there. Both accurate tanking. Very nicely done. Looks like Shaft always got the artillery down on top of him. and Anxiety finished him off there with a straw. That's the infantry support that I was talking about, being mutually supporting. Looks like UA have got a good push here going towards the mosque or North Bridge flag. Looks like Bloodshot pushing up, he's going to get into flag cap radius. We've also got Anxiety in the area, we've got Shots and also Eager pushing forward. Just the one MEC infantry in the area by the looks of it. In fact, I don't even think there's... No, there is one, he's on top of the roof, he's got the GP30 grenade. Looks like he is a squad leader spawning guys in. Peter, do you want to call it from the perspective of MEC?
Yeah, there's 2 guys up on the roof. You got 2 C5 guys. I don't see either of them spawning anybody in, actually. As I say, that Shots takes down Defy with a pistol. Not pretty for Defy right there. Umi trying to spawn in a squad, see if they can get something going. One USMC player taking out the bridge at the moment, trying to play it real smart, but as I say that, Shaft rolls up on the north hill there, just circumventing the bridge. Bridge is already back repaired. I don't get that, but Shaft and Bloodshot here, in a nice little tank battle. Shaft gets a repair kit. Fusion with nice Eric shot into the Black Bloodshot minimizes that tank battle. And C5 has spawned in a squad. They have their tank there. Let's see if they can get this flag. I don't see any USMC infantry in the area.
Just as you said that, I see big spawn coming in. We got Anxiety and also Gotcha, but none of them, actually to say that, no, I was going to say none of them had tank rolls, but Anxiety trying to get a straw shot off there, fires it straight into the M249 position, the stationary machine gun position, takes himself out. Looks like we got an LAV-25 in the area now. That would probably be that would be Wookiee 1 in the LAV-25. He's going to engage his T90. That's not going to be a battle he's going to win at this point. He's nice and repaired up. He's got the supply support from his commander. Looks like UA Shots on the roof, anti-tank support. The LAV-25 does push forward with the raw support there of Shots, taking out that T90. Looks like they have managed to secure the mosque flag. Peter?
Yeah, UA did a real good job there of combining their infantry and their LAV to great effect. Put a few Eric shots into the T90 right before they pushed up the LAV. Again, real heads-up playing by one of these teams. C5 spawning in a squad behind the mosque, behind the adjoining building. Bunch of anti-tank guys that keep on spawning in. They're going to try and get this LAV here. Defy falls to Gotcha in the LAV, and they push up Robespierre in the BTR. He takes out the LAV, and they're all going to get in the radius here. Robespierre in the radius. Valiancy in the radius. They're going to try and make a solid push here, and the M1A2 comes up behind Robespierre from the direction of the MEC main, but he goes down to C5, barely takes out the BTR there. C5 with a real good job of combining all their forces onto one point, take out the M1A2 before he's able to do anything. I only see one UA infantry member in the area. C5 spreading out, trying to set up defenses. C5 Shaft just running right by the UA player. Anxiety falls to Audio Star, ran back to an AK-101. Surprised Anxiety didn't spawn in a squad. Are they up to something over there, Dirty?
I'm not seeing too much right now. It looks like they've been knocked. Actually, no, just to say that, it looks like we got Bloodshot and also that would be Gotcha and Humvee pushing out with LAV-25 of Wookiee 1 just ahead. Looks like they're going to try and engage this T90 right now. Didn't know he was there. They fired a shot off. Wasn't prepared for Shaft's rush around the corner, but it looks like the LAV-25 of Wookiee 1 with the support of the M1A2 does take him out. We've got Eric's guys all over the rooftops. Good anti-tank work here right now from C5. I was going to make the point that it was the first time that UA were in the driver's seat, but C5 bounced straight back with the BTR-90, capping out the mosque flag. But now UA back in the driver's seat, they cap out the mosque flag. It looks like Bloodshot and that was also Anxiety. Bloodshot falling to Defy there with an Eric's kill. Just one UA member left. That would be Anxiety. He's get looks like Valancy though, the C4 kill taking out 3D Anxiety. Just Gotcha left in the area. Is Valancy going to make a push on the flag? Looks like we've got the BTR-90 and T90 are back up, so they're going to push back across the North Bridge flag by the looks of it. We've got who would that be in the BTR-90, P-Duck?
That would be Robespierre in the BTR-90. He comes up to support C5 squad who just spawned in. Again, real good squad management, doing a great job of utilizing that aspect of BF2. Wookiee 1 just rolling into a group of 6 or 7 C5 guys up here at Mosque Flag. Shaft having that little duel with an AT guy behind the Mosque Flag. That was Anxiety. He got 2 good Eric shots into Shaft before he finally fell to Shaft. Now Bloodshot pushing forward in the M1A2, trying to takes out Robespierre in the BTR, but C5 standing around him with anti-tank and Shaft rolls up in the T90. AT mines all over the place. The Valiancy just TK's Shaft in the M1 in the T90. I think he may have laid an AT mine right underneath his teammate there.
I believe he did. He just took out all the armor in the whole map. He took out the T90 and M1A2 both at the same time. That was quite impressive. We had a nice little tank battle going on, and now we've got Valancy to thank for pretty much stopping that battle as it was progressing. So the T90 is going to be up within the next couple of seconds. It looks like the BTI 90 has already spawned in. We got Viper at Hotel. Now he's putting down some straw fire. He gets spotted by Robespierre. He pulls out his Saega, finishes him off though, taking him out. He's going to have to wait for his BTI 90 though. We've got T90 of, who would that be? Guess that's going to be Shaft again. Shaft is probably going to push out right now. Ticket says he's down 14-14 with 17:36 left on the clock right now. Tight game, Pete. What are you seeing developing?
Oh, I saw a few UA trying to spawn back in at C5's main, but I think their squad leader finally got taken out 12-13. Nice even game. UA making a solid push here at Mosque. They have M1 just went down to Valiancy, but they had the LAV in there. They have a bunch of AT in the radius. They take the flag 11-9. UA gets the bleed. C5 counting down the tickets 9-5. I see Shaft there with T90 surrounded by Spec Ops from UA though. C5 making a real solid push up here on Mosque. They have 6 members in the area just trying to eliminate all of UA that they can see, and I don't think... Do you see any UA left here at Mosque flag?
No, it looks like the bleed is off again. Ticket as he stands 7-5 right now. Just one UA member, he's taken out by the BTI 90 of Robespierre, the Viper, on the rooftop. He was in no position to stop the flag cap. We got T90, a BTI 90, and at least 4 infantry. I believe 2 of them got dropped. We got Bloodshot in the M1A2 just around the corner. Oh, there we have it. Looks like 6-0, picking up the victory there for Carbon 5. I was looking for the name there, I couldn't find it. For C5 they're picking it up 6-0 in the first round. Tight game. Your thoughts, P-Duck?
Oh, real good game here between these two, from what I see, evenly matched teams. Definitely what I was expecting coming into it, and they're definitely meeting expectations. C5vsUA, great match there coming down to the wire. Heads up playing by both teams. A lot better than what I was expecting, but both teams really demonstrating that they have the capacity to come into BF2 and really prove that they are not lower tier teams, but possibly some upper middle teams.
These are probably going to be the teams that by season 3 will be fully fledged powerhouse teams. They just got to get the experience under the belts, and that's what they're doing right now. I know I was talking to C5 before. I was talking to Stadler before we came on air, and he said, although we're a new clan, we have been around in a Euro sort of sense for 3 years, but not playing Battlefield. The new clans that are coming to Battlefield, they're learning real quick though. Obviously, it's not the huge changeover that Battlefield 1942 was from something like, say, UT 2003, which had no vehicles. It was just straight up FPS action. It's not that much of an adjustment anymore, but still, if you're coming from something like Counter-Strike, tanking's going to be new to you, the helicopters are going to be new to you. Anyway, before I get on a big rant about who's going to be doing what this season, you're listening to the Team Sportscast Network, obviously, myself, Dirty Harry. You're also listening to P-Duck, Dusty Dave, he's been so gracious as to host. If you want to reach us, pound TSN on the Game Surge IRC network. Also, all the W's, tsncentral.com. You can head over to there, you can post feedback, be it positive or negative. We like feedback of any kind. So, on that note, quick commercial sounder. I believe we've got a 5-minute break, so we can come back, do 2 minutes of post-game analysis, what we just saw on that excellent first round, and then hopefully we'll bring you a second round live. See you in a few.
on computers and technology. But a geek is someone whose life is focused on computers and technology and likes it that way.
You're listening to TSN, the Team Sportscast Network.
Okay. Insomnia 365 gives you all the resources you need to be at the top in everything and in every game. Insomnia365.com. It's all yours.
Mr. Bucket! Bucket to five, Mr. Bucket! Bucket to five!
Quality radio.
TSN. TSN.
Is your Counter-Strike clan getting made fun of and laughed at during your matches? Triple-digit pings owning you? Well, that sucks.
Duh.
Maybe you should stay away from the Kmart brand servers then, newbie. Check out Art of War Central, providing superior customer service to game servers on all of today's popular internet multiplayer games and at ultra-low cost. Surf on over to www.artofwarcentral.com or call 1-866-LOW-PING to jump on their Rafflecopter today and get your server online and activated in less than 24 hours. TSN, your source.
After careful consideration, we've decided to simplify this whole sounder process and just go with TSN. We're better than you are.
You're back. Wednesday night, Cal 8 versus 8, Carbon 5 versus United Assault. We just saw an excellent first round on Manchester City. C5 taking the win 6-0. P-Duck, what do you think C5 are going to do on the second round, being USMC and having the so-called, I'm doing the finger quotes by the way, so-called advantage?
I'm going to expect the same thing out of this next round. C5 might be able to pull off a nice win here on the second round. I think UA isn't going to go down without a fight, though. They're definitely in this one. They know that they can beat C5. They definitely proved last round that they had the spirit to beat C5, so I would expect UA to most likely win this one. Alright, C5 to most likely win this round, but UA is definitely going to go for a fight here. Not going to go down easy.
I don't know. From what we saw in the first round, probably C5. They do have the better squad tactics. Looks like they got tighter team play. But USMC advantage, dude. I don't know. They can get to the mosque flag a hell of a lot quicker than the MEC can. It's just if they can hold it. They've got to repel that first assault, and that's where C5 are probably going to excel. They're going to wait till they get over there before they mass, and then they're going to attack the flag. They're not going to rush into it one by one in a sort of stream manner to be decimated by the M1A2. They're going to push together. They're going to have anti-tank support. C5 are going to be ready for it though. UA are going to push strong though over that North Bridge, I'm guessing. That's where the fight is going to be concentrated. I don't think we're going to see any master stroke, TFS main push tactics like we saw last night. Going for the main base pretty soon on the first round, capping it within, well, the map was over in 5 minutes, I do believe. I'm going to have to time that because that's probably the quickest round I've ever casted in my life. So we're waiting for one more guy to come back in. Always gotta love restarts. Talking about the TFS game last night, do you think we'll see anything close to the skill level at TFS and teams like Hot and Net are holding right now? Well, not Net actually. I'll change that right now because they've pretty much all gone to TFS. But teams like WK, Net, I said Net again. That's just force of habit from coming from DC. But teams like Hot, TFS, those sort of teams of that caliber. You think teams like C5 and UA can ever progress to that level, or do you think that's just the difference between 5 or 6 years competitive gaming?
I think little teams can do big things, but from personal experience, I'm going to say that. But personally, I don't see anything real big come out of these teams. They're definitely going to be top middle tier teams once they get used to the Battlefield series, once they get used to playing together. UA, a pretty new team, working on their teamwork. C5, an old team, but not used to BF2, so they need to work on that, and then maybe they'll be up there with some of the better known teams, but maybe not some of the better skilled teams.
It's a fair point, fair comment. I'd like to think that just as long as they play evenly matched teams, that will make for an excellent game. That's what we're seeing right now. We're not just dependent on skill level. We don't just want to cover the TFSs of the world and that sort of thing. We want to cover the interesting games, and that's why this is match of the week for this week. Cal doing an excellent job. Before I forget, quick shout out to Ken, Cal Ken. It's also a special K. He's I met him when I was down in Louisiana, when I was out near New Orleans, and also I want to express my sympathies to all the residents that are affected by Katrina and the after effects of. So shout out to Ken anyway. Ken, cheers bud for everything. Anyway, after that soppy moment, looks like we do have everybody that we need in server. Let's see if we can get a restart real quick. Do you want to talk about what you think UA have to do to stem the C5 attack on the opening, P-Duck?
UA needs to do something different than what C5's going to do. They need to not challenge C5 directly. They need to find some way to work around what C5 is going to do, and they're going to have to execute it perfectly. C5, like you said, definitely does have the higher skill level, but I think UA, after that last round, is going to have the spirit, and they're definitely going to have the motivation to try and win this one. They're coming off of a bad loss last week, and they're definitely going to feel like they need to prove their name, and I think it's going to come through in this next round with a close round, but still going to have to throw it to C5 in this next round.
See, I'm going to disagree. I think it's going to go to 3, just because of the fact that UA are going to have the blood up. They're going to. They've had 5 minutes to go over what problems they had last round. They're going to be talking about the squad tactics. They're going to be talking about spawning in and the switching of squad leaders and that sort of thing. They're probably going to have all the stuff squared away. So I'm hoping that we're going to see a 3-round classic right now. Maybe if we get this second round that it comes down to 6 tickets to 0 in C5's favour again. That's not a tragedy. UA have put in a good show. But I guarantee you they definitely want to take it to 3 and win. Looks like I'm being asked if I'm ready, so I'll just give them a quick reply. Give them a yes. Hopefully we'll be restarting within the next 20 seconds. Just enough time for an Insomnia 365 roster rundown. I know we had a couple of changes. Hopefully it won't alt-tab me. Just bear with me a second. Oh, just as I say that, it switches to going to restart on tickets. Lovely. So I can't do my roster rundown yet. Never mind. Hopefully we'll be live on restart, so maybe there's no time for it. I'll be viewing from the USMC perspective, which is going to be C5. P-Duck and the TVsN are going to be over on the MEC side. That's UA. And we are live. Looks like 1 second. Here we go. Get the free cam open. Looks like we got C5 members all over South Block right now. We've got that'd be Robespierre. He's pushing out in the LAV-25. We've got a Humvee pushing out. We've also got the M1A2. That would be probably Shaft, I'd imagine. Is it Shaft? Indeed, it is Shaft with a passenger. They're heading over to Northbridge Flag right now. Looks like the Humvee getting into Audio Straw, getting into a nasty crash there with the M1. Looks like we've got the T90 pushing across. He's managed to sneak up on the left side of the mosque flag. He's taken out there by C4 of Audio Straw. Jihad Humvee technique. P-Duck, what are you seeing right now, bud?
UA pushing strong on the south roadblock there. BTR versus LAV battle right now. UA was trying to go for the direct engagement up there at Mosque, but it just didn't work. C5 pulling out the Jihad Jeep, using it to great effect, took out the T90, and UA's rush up on Mosque was completely neutralized at that point. C5 setting up defenses up at Mosque, UA setting up defenses down at Roadblock. A lot of UA down there, and it's going to be West Side versus East Side, a classic rap shootout.
I like the terminology of rap shootout. That works on so many levels. Anyway, back to calling the shots. Looks like the M1A2 of Shaft now. He moved on from the mosque flag once he realised the infantry were going to cap it, staying outside of the T90 range and also the tow range. Just as I say that, looks like we've got a T90 of Bloodshot. He's pushed up onto the mosque flag now. He's going to cap that flag out. Looks like we've got infantry all over it as well. He's got Eric support. We got a straw guy in the area. That would be Deafy. He's taken out by the Erics there from that would be Anxiety. Both of them killing each other. Double kill right there. T90 picking up the rest of the flag cap. Looks like we got a PKM firing down on the flag. That's not going to do anything right now. We've got the M1A2 with Shaft pushing forward. He's going to take on Bloodshot. Bloodshot is going to fall right there. Falls to Deafy straw. Looks like we've got Fusion and Shaft both in actually Shaft is going to reverse off. We've got Deafy above holding the high ground. We've got Fusion on the flag over at Mosque. He's going to cap that flag right now. Got one M1A2 in the area. That's taken out by, that would be Gotcha. Very nice kill. Taken out, no, actually that would be Anxiety taking out Shaft right there. Lovely RX kill. Looks like they're going to stop the flag cap from USMC right now. Flag is going to fall back to the MEC by the looks of it. P-Duck?
One C5 guy there was one C5 guy down at South Block, but UA pushing all their forces up to Mosque right now. Another LAV versus BTR battle here. Wookie 1, the BTR falls to Robespierre. I'm having a hard time with this name tonight. And the LAV, it looks like C5 had a couple guys just hanging out up on the top part of Mosque. They all dropped down. And C5 almost had that point, but Bloodshot comes in with the T90, takes him out. UA with the defense down South Roadblock, setting up the defense here at Mosque, and it looks like we're going to have a pressure situation. As I say that, a bunch of C5 spawn in at the top part of Mosque, and all just kind of roof shot on Bloodshot there. Fusion getting the straw kill, and now C5 at the point, but not in the radius. Not quite sure what's going on, but UA able to spawn back in before C5 gets the point. There's a couple UA there. All the C5 guys falling down to the PKM back at UA's main point. As I said, C5 now getting in the radius, but UA pushing up their BTR and Wookie 1. M1 versus BTR. Wookie 1 clears the point. LAV pushes up on the backside of Mosque. Gets in the radius. He takes a shot from 3D Anxiety. He had taken out Viper. M1 pushing up to support, and all of UA is gone, but as I said, Bloodshot now pushes up again in the T90, so UA putting constant pressure on this point, trying to back it up. C5 doing a good job, staying in the radius, get the flag cap, and C5 spawns in a bunch of players. They got the LAV there, they got the M1 there, and they got a bunch of, they got 3 or 4 ATs there.
Just seen a sneaky little infantry rush over at the road construction bridge. Seen 2 infantry now. They're taking the stairs to the left and to the right. Looks like we got one headed. Oh, never mind. There we go. Valancy dropping Viper there with the MP5, stopping that little sneaky infantry rush dead in its tracks. Just one guy left. Fusion taking out shots there. MP5 killed. Very nicely done. Flag has been secured. That would be North Bridge flag, just for anyone who's listening to the audio. North Bridge flag has been secured by the USMC right now. It looks like C5 sitting back, holding 2 of the flags. Tickets as they stand, 70 in favour of C5, 66 in favour of United Assault. There we go. Struggling with that name again. Peter, what are you seeing?
Not too much. UA setting up defenses down a roadblock, trying to make a push up here at Mosque. Bloodshot just being defeated every time he pushes up. Tries to push for that flag. Now he has a repair kit behind him. The C5 looks like they have enough anti-tank there. As I said, Bloodshot falls to Audio Straw. 1 UA in the area, but he seems to be pushing in rather than trying to spawn in some troops, so he goes down. That's Gotcha falling to Shaft in the M1A2, so they're rush on Mosque, taken out pretty quickly by C5. Great teamwork there by C5. UA spreading out their defenses down at South Roadblock as they get RD'd. Black Ops gets Viper and shots with his already there at Roadblock. UA just looks disorganized at the moment on this side.
Indeed, C5 stacking the point that they need to stack right now. Pretty much repelling everything that's coming from the Mosque. We got Shaft, he's mobile in the M1A2. Just as I said that, he's having artillery dropped all over him. Looks like C5 being scattered all over. We got Eager, he's picking up a kill on Omi though. Fusion, Deathy and Audio Straw all heading for cover. Shaft survives the artillery barrage, but now he's engaged in a T90 and BTR-90 dual fight right now. He's going to repair, get it. Oh, Deathy, big C4 kill, taking out Bloodshot, very nicely done. Looks like Shaft is going to pull back, get some repairs. He takes an Eric shot right now. We're seeing Audio Straw. He's bailing in right now. Is he going to pick up the... No, in fact, there's no kill to pick up. It looks like that would be Valancy picking up the kill way before he even got there, taking out Anxiety of a Straw. Flag is neutral. Flag is going to be capped by USMC right now. Stacking the point, repelling everything that comes their way. Excellent second round performance here by C5. Carbon 5 taking it to UA. Tickets as they stand 59 to 49. 10 ticket differential with 23:20 left on the clock. P-Duck?
I'm just watching this right here, trying to figure out why the tickets are staying so close. UA has, 20 more kills, or C5 has 20 more kills than UA. Defy with a nice C4 on Bloodshot. Bloodshot not even able to get up the hill towards Mosque. Taken out immediately by Defy. Some very offensive C4ing right there. C5 just not able to open this one up like they need to. It's still 58-47. UA just tried a Jihad Jeep on the M1A2, but not working. The M1A2 is only smoking. UA with a few guys down in the riverbed, trying to push them up, try and get an infantry rush on Mosque, opening up fire on the M1A2. C5 doing a real good job of using the LAV to hold down UA's South Point defense. He's just taking out everyone who spawns down there. He has a nice repair kit now. And more Artie from C5 down on roadblock. C5 not even applying pressure and just killing everyone who spawns in at that point. C5 just now starting to open up the ticket lead, 41-58. UA needs to put something together here before they lose momentum, and they just keep on rushing one by one into Mosque.
Top scorer right now, Robespierre. He's the guy in the LAV-25 that you just spoke of, putting down the suppression against South. Haven't seen too much yet of him because he's been stationary. He's just been doing his job, putting down fire, making sure that they can't cross the bridge. That's why they've been using the creek bed to get all the way over to the Mosque flag, otherwise known as North Bridge. They've had to use the creek bed because the armor's been Shaft and Robespierre in the LAV-25 have just been absolutely awesome, making sure that the infantry can't move, making sure that the lightly skinned Vodniks and that sort of equipment cannot get across the map. T90 and BTR-90 have been kept down pretty much all game, spawning at exactly the same time. That shows you how quick they've been taken out. Looks like we got Wookiee 1 and also, I'm guessing, Bloodshot. They're going to head out again. Are they going to be able to pick up any kills against the C5 defense over at the Mosque flag? We got Shaft. We've also got, who else? Audio Straw. We got Umi and Defi all over the top of the buildings. They're going to hold this flag for a good long time. It's going to take at least 1 or 2 good artillery strikes and making sure that you can hold the flag once capping it to keep them away from this flag right now. Would you agree, P-Dog?
Yeah, C5 doing a real good job up here. I don't know if you saw it, but Defy got a double C4 kill on both the BTR and the T90. That was beautiful by him. And as I say, that Wookiee 1 tries to push up in the BTR-90 on the south bridge, challenges both the M1A2 and the LAV at the same time. That didn't work out too well. He got taken out pretty unceremoniously by the M1 and the LAV. C5 doing a real good job of just holding their point, out killing UA. UA not using squad tactics well enough to get a guy into the point and spawn in. C5 immediately taking out anyone they do see. Like right there, 3D anxiety shots all got taken out by just a few of the C5 guys.
Seeing a lot of USMC kills right now, not many UA kills. Looks like UA sort of rolling over towards the end of the second round. Tickets as they stand, 50 tickets in favour of C5, 21 in favour of UA, with 1940 left on the clock, so not looking too bright right now for UA. They have to play a ticket bleed at the very least just to make sure that this goes to free. Looks like we got Shaft still holding his position over at Mosque. He's making sure that M1A2 is used to block that bridge. Looks like he's engaging the Vodnik at range there, picking up a kill on, that would be El Sapo, very nicely done. One shot, one kill right there. T90 pushing forward now. He's used the creek bed to push up that way. Bloodshot taking a lot of damage right now. Looks like we got Umi and Fusion all over the rooftops. Also Shaft, he's in the area. He's not going to be alive. In fact, no, I was going to say I thought he was dead. He got out to repair, I do believe. Shaft pushing forward, taking Bloodshot out there, but not before Bloodshot could take out Fusion. He was trying to rush the tank to steal it, I do believe. Looks like we got it would just be Audio Straw and Shaft now in the area. And here comes another spawn, and that'll be Umi and also Fusion. So C5 making sure that the guys are spawning back into the positions that are needed. P-Duck?
If you're going to see a real big squad tactic push out of UA, it's going to be right there. But I think they just wrecked it. UA Eager pushed up by himself. He's actually the commander, so it's not even going to be a squad push. Pushed up on the C5 main. He was hiding. A C5 player ran right past him, and he popped out and shot him. I'm not quite sure why. I don't even know why the commander was over at the C5 main, but he was trying to push by himself, and that's Rambo squad push. And he fell down pretty quickly. Just massacre is all I'm seeing right now.
Indeed, looks like C5 just spread out across the two bridges, holding the high ground above both bridges right now, holding South Block and also North Bridge, making sure that the M1A2 has been kept alive. Looks like we're going to have a nice duel between the M1A2 and the T90 of Bloodshot now. Shaft and Bloodshot going at it. Looks like we're going to butt heads right now. Rolling over the supply crate. He's just smashed his supplies. But Shaft picking up the kill there and Bloodshot. Nicely done. Making sure that they got the armor dominance that they're going to need. Just to say that, looks like In fact, the flag has gone grey. Looks like we got. I was going to say that we did have a UA rush coming in. Looks like C5 getting all over it. Oh, Claymore kill there from, that would be Audio Straw. Taking out shots, very nicely done. We got Fusion, he picks up the kill over the M4 on Anxiety. BTI 90 pushing up now, looks like Shaft has spotted him, he's going to engage. We got C4 all over him. Looks like Umi picking up the kill there on Eager, I do believe. Eager killing though, that'll be Fusion and Shaft in the tank. Taking out that armor, but looks like we've got a big C5 rush coming in. Oh, just to say that. Umi killed, that would be... No, actually that would be a TK though. Never mind. Umi, TK and Defi. Looks like Valancy picking up sniper kills left, right and centre. The flag has been resecured. Tickets as he stand 31-2 with 17 minutes left on the clock. T90 pushing forward. He's not going to do much damage before the bleed kicks in. There we go. 29 tickets to 0. C5 picking up the win in 2, but a hard fall 2 nonetheless. P-Duck?
C5 did a real good job there of setting up defenses, holding the high ground, and letting UA come to them. Good games. C5 did a great job that second round.
Indeed they did. So I believe this is the point where we should cut to commercial, and then that's if Dave isn't taking a leak. You there, Dusty? We need to buy your leg back, seriously, dude. That sounded like a really angry Canadian. Anyway, you've been listening to Dirty Harry, P-Duck, and also occasionally chirping in Dusty. We're going to cut to a quick commercial signed up. We're going to come back, do the Iron Man of the match, and then you guys can listen to some great Counter-Strike action that I believe is on Stream 2 right now. That'll be Bill and quite possibly just Bill. That's the only person I know who's casting it. I might be wrong though. Back in a few.
Drewski's there as well. Join them both. Back in a flash, you're listening to TSN.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 1, go.
Yep, here we are again. It is the Bridger and that's your cue to say your name. Oh, he's muted.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 2, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? That's my boss. Sorry.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 54, go.
I am Arcvile, I am Sabo, I am Bridger, and Harlock is here with me.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 105, go.
Welcome back to the Bridger and Harlock Show. Harlock, how you doing, my friend?
Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta ask a question. When we made this show originally, who named it? I get an idea. How would we just name it like Bridger's Clicky Keys on the
No, hey, okay, now you're just gone too far, okay? This is not about any kind of technical difficulty. Okay, I just got a moo in there. Now I'm mad.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 342, go.
Harlock?
Yeah, hold on a minute. Hey, honey, those damn kids are in my yard again. Get my gun.
Oh, we'll be back after this quick commercial break.
Bridger and Harlock Show, take 1,248, go.
Like cow. So you have invite. Right below invite is main. Right below main is Pauly Shore. And then below Pauly Shore is open. Because we all know that Pauly Shore is cooler than anybody who plays in open.
How did these guys get into TSN? The Bridger and Harlock Show, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on the Team Sportscast Network.
TSN, the Team Sportscast Network.
Good evening, you're back. Cal 8 versus 8. You just saw Carbon 5 versus United Assault right though. Carbon 5 picking up the win in 2, but a hard fought 2 it was. 35 tickets to 0 was the win. In total, that is. Not just for a round, in total. So you're looking at the first round was a true classic. 6 tickets to 0. At one point, I do believe it was 14 tickets apiece. That is a tense game. That's a pleasure to call. Second round, 29 tickets to 0. Bit more of a differential between the two teams. C5 showing what they were made of with the defence over at the North Bridge stroke Moss flag, whichever name you want to call it by. It was still an awesome defence, holding the high ground, making sure that Shaft's M1A2 was up all game. So on that note, I think we're going to go into the Iron Man of the match. P-Duck, you can go first as you're the guest co-hoster.
I'm going to go with Robespierre for that second round. He did a great performance in the LAV, just hung out at the UA or the C5 main, just laid down fire on the south point, made sure UA couldn't leave that point. Constant pressure from the US main, did a great job of sitting back, not doing the glory job, but really did a great testament to his team and allowed his team to win.
Definitely not doing the most exciting job on the map at that point. That would probably go to the infantry over at Mosque. They had a real knockdown drag-out battle on the hands pretty much all the time. But Robespierre doing what was needed, making sure that the the infantry couldn't get from the roadblock flag, or what was it called? Actually, we'll just call it roadblock. That's a much better name than road construction. Yeah, okay, we'll call it the roadblock flag. Making sure that no infantry could make their way up, making sure they had to use that useless creek bed that gives you no line of sight heading to where you're supposed to be going. So any kind of anti-tank kit is rendered useless. The beautiful thing about the anti-tank kit is it's wire guided and it works at range. That is the awesome thing about the anti-tank kit. You put it within 50 meters and its advantage is it's ever so slightly weakened, just because of the simple fact that the tank shell you can fire it against a wall, pick up a kill on someone you can't even see. You can't do that at range if you pick your position well. So anyway, on that note, Shaft gets normal mention, but Robespierre, he's got to get the MVP of the match, Iron Man, Macho Man, whatever you want to call it. He picks up the most important player award. Let's just say that. On that note, you've been listening to. Actually, I better ask you if you want to add anything at this point. You got anything to add right now, P-Duck?
Oh, no, I think we just about covered it. I'm just sitting back watching USA Guatemala World Cup qualifier now.
See, that's my kind of guy, watching World Cup football, not soccer, football. We'll get that correction in eventually. Anyway, on that note, www.tsncentral.com. You'll find full match listings for everything that's coming up, Euro and North American. I know the Euro guys do a lot of work as well. We got On the Battlefield Sunday. That's the next upcoming thing that I can think of for Battlefield off the top of my head. That'll be 8 PM GMT, 3 PM Eastern, if anybody wants to tune in. We'll be talking about the comings and goings in competitive play, any updates on the new console game, Modern Combat, also the Special Forces mission pack that's going to be coming out. Well, I hate to use the word mission pack, it's going to be an add-on, supposedly, but the add-on pack that's coming. We've also got some discussion about the upcoming events and what you guys think about the coverage. Hopefully we can get a couple of listeners on, and they can tell us what they think needs changing and we can have a discussion about it. Anyway, you've been listening to Dirty Harry. As I said, www.tsncentral.com, pound TSN on the Game Surge IRC network. Drop us a line. We're going to bid you adieu now. P-Duck, any quick shout-outs?
Shout out to all of Phase 2, PJ, Too Young, Verdant. Love you all.
Okay, I've got 2 quick shout-outs. Shout-out to Scott and Ken, just for being awesome guys. Okay, and on that note, we're gone. Catch you later.
TSN. Only you can prevent forum fire.
This broadcast is copyrighted 2005 by the Team Sportscast Network. Any copying, reproduction, redistribution, modification, or rebroadcasting in any manner is expressly prohibited without the written permission of the Team Sportscast Network, LLC.